Look at that little girl right there. So precious. That's the last of my 5 children. She's my 3rd daughter. I love her so much. I'd do anything for this little girl. I talk about her and I'm bringing her up because I want to speak about our daughters and how much we love and we claim to love our daughters. I know a lot of us out there, I love that little girl. I love her to death. I love all my daughters, and I have 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Ages, one is about to be 20, this one is about to be 13, and there's her, she's about to be 2 years old. And I love them all to death. You know what I'm saying? And I bring this up about our daughters because, well, let me say this. All right. So, not so long ago, I was at an event at a family member's house, where it was a lot of family there. And there's a lot of little girls in my family, And at this point in time, or whatever, there was pretty many little girls here at this event, whatever. And they ranged maybe in ages between like 13 to like 8 years old. So about 8 years old, okay? And all these little girls, they hanging out with each other, they playing with each other, all this stuff, right? There's music playing, all this stuff, Mind you, my daughter included. One of these girls here was one of my daughters, not this one, but was my 13-year-old, my one that's about to be 13. And they're all playing with each other and stuff, and the music is playing, like I said, and a song comes on. Now I don't know if y'all ever. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all out there heard this song before. That's My Type. Okay, for those of you who know of the song That's My Type, do y'all actually know the lyrics of this song? Have y'all listened to this song and heard the lyrics of this song? Because if you haven't, I challenge any one of y'all to look that song up and look up those lyrics. Look those lyrics up. Okay, and I bring all that up to say this, that at that time when this song came on, all these little girls was bopping to it and singing along to it. Okay, so for those of you who know the lyrics of the song, y'all know that this song is a nasty, nasty, nasty song. Okay, I ain't gonna get too into everything that's being said in the song, but part of the chorus, the girl says, 8-inch pipe, that's my type, that's my type. Now, I'm pretty sure most of y'all out there know what that means. All right? And these little girls is singing that shit. They singing that. They singing along to that. You know what I'm saying? And in that moment, I felt embarrassed and ashamed that I would allow my child, even my family members, to listen to this type of music, and that my child was singing along to this song. How she even knows the words to that song is beyond me. But that she heard the song enough times to know the words to it is also a problem. And that's on me. That's on me. You know what I'm saying? And so I claim to love my babies, but yeah, I expose them to stuff like that. Like I said, if y'all know the lyrics to this song, then y'all would know that technically, basically, this song is lyrical pornography. That's exactly what it is, lyrical pornography, okay? And the fact that even though these little girls don't know what's being said, they're still singing these words. It's a big problem with that. Because, like, if you embed into your brain enough times a certain message, that message starts to become who you are, what you do. You know what I'm saying? I say that with experience because my whole life I listened to hip hop music, the music of the streets, and what's crazy is that my whole life I lived that street life. I was living all those lyrics that I was listening to. I was hustling, I was doing this, I was doing that, I don't gotta get too into, y'all know what hip hop is, y'all know what hip hop does, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing all of that. I was doing everything I heard in those songs. Now, can I? At the time, as a kid, I was saying, "No, it's not the songs. It's this and that." But that is exactly what I was listening, feeding my brain every day, every day, every day. It became a part of who I was. So, with that being said, when you let your little daughters listen to "That's My Type," "That's My Type," they grow up to become that type of woman. What kind of woman is that? Huh? What kind of woman, listen to the lyrics of the song. I mean, she's even talking about glorifying like getting diamonds and money from a dude and all that in exchange for what? In exchange for what? That's horror stuff, isn't it? I mean, really, when we look at it, thotty, whatever you want to call it, whore, hoe, thotty, you know what I'm saying? That's all that's about. You know what I mean? And our little girls are singing along to this. Our little girls is that's the message that we giving to our little girls, to our precious little daughters. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think they're gonna grow up to do? Huh? We're not being responsible as parents. We're not being responsible adults. When we allow our children, we expose our children to this type of stuff. I mean, technically, basically, it's like us sitting in our home in the middle of the living room on the living room TV, we're watching pornography with our kids running around. Not only just that, we telling our kids, hey, come here, sit down next to me and watch this with me. How inappropriate would that be? Just the thought of it is just inappropriate. It's sickening. It's you know what I mean? It makes you sick to your stomach. But that is exactly what we doing with our children. When we get in our cars with our children and we in a house or a party or something and we got that type of music bumping around our children. We're grown. We know what we doing, and if we gonna do that stuff, then we gonna do it. But we grown. We do that in behind closed doors. We do that when it, responsibly. If that's what you want to do with your life, that's what you want to do. You do that responsibly. When you watch porno and you do all that, whoever those people out there who do that stuff, do you do that around your kids? No, you close your room door. You do that in secrecy and privacy. That's what you should be doing with that type of music. You should not be allowing your children around that type of stuff. Okay? Because you just as bad as these child molesters and all that. Real talk. Because they stealing. What's so bad about child molestation and all that? They steal kids' innocence, and we're stealing our children's innocence through this music. All right. I was reading some statistics about how 1 in 4 females are molested before the age of 18. Now, I truly believe that statistic should be much more higher. And it probably is because a lot of females probably don't step up and talk about it, and it's a secret. And to this day, it's probably a secret, right? Some of y'all probably out there know what I'm talking about. Okay? So let's just think about this for a moment. You got a pedophile, maybe might be around. You never know who these guys are too, because that's a secret too. You know what I'm saying? So you never know who these guys are. And then you got your daughter singing 8-inch pipe. That's my type. That's my type. You think these dudes don't hear that? You think these dudes don't get turned on by that? All right? And we train our daughters for that. By letting them listen to that. We invite that into our lives. So how would you feel when that predator hears that your daughter singing those lyrics and gets turned on and decides to act on it? How appropriate would that be? But we inviting that into our lives. Please, people, let's be responsible. Please. Y'all females out there, please, mothers, don't let your daughters listen to that type of music. Like, if you want to hear that stuff, that's fine. You grown. You're an adult. You get to make that decision. But don't take that. Don't do that to your kids. Don't do that to your little girls. I'm sure you don't want that life for them. And all we doing by that is inviting that type of stuff into our lives. It's just something to think about.